Tribe, welcome back. So, just gonna have a little energy check-in to see what's popping with the collective, and Happy New Year as well. It's the Chinese New Year today. Happy New Moon. Is it New Moon? It's a new. I swear it's a new moon. One second. Bear with me, gang. Bear with me. New moon. Yeah, it's a new moon. So happy Chinese New Year. Happy New Moon. And I think it's Ramadan starts today as well. So happy Ramadan as well. And one thing I noticed, this just popped up to mind, is how Ramadan always starts on like I swear it's a new moon. So it's tied in with the astrology, and a lot of things are starting to tie in with astrology more. I'm starting to realize anyway. Um, but yeah, just gonna have a little energy check in to see what's popping in the collective. Um, it's going to be a general reading, so only take what resonates for you, and it's going to be a timeless reading. So when you come across this information, I hope it helps you out on your journey. So, hope everyone's doing okay because the energy it has just been insane. It's just been I don't know. Last week, I was triggered, and it's kind of like I was kind of spiraling, man. But aware of me spiraling, if that makes sense. So I kind of had to well, yeah, it felt like I was spiraling, but it was more. It was like I was kind of observing the spiral, if that makes sense. Um, so I was just listening to some affirmations, and man, affirmations really do help rewire the brain. So I'm gonna have to start listening to affirmations more, man. But I've been still being more better with my meditating and breath work recently as well. So that's been pretty cool. Oh, that's just not working. All right. So, hope everyone's doing alright on their journey. Um, Send you guys some blessings. Peace, love, light, oneness, unity, abundance, health, healing, forgiveness, joy, and acceptance. Right, cool. So, yeah, we just have a little check in to see what guidance can be given. I'm going to be using Soul's the Soul's Journey deck. I'm going to be using some guidance from Archangel Raphael and the Psychic Tarot. So yeah, let's see what's popping. I said hi, you're late. But yeah, anyway. So yeah, I hope everyone's taking good care of themselves, and we'll just have a little check-in to see what's popping. Yeah, the energy's just been wild. So we're going into the year of the fire horse, which is there's going to be a lot of movement and fire energy, right? And let me see what it was. Well, you guys are gonna have to do your research on the year of the fire horse. But 2026, the year of the fire horse. So this is some information anyway. So it's that stop waiting for permission to just go for it, right? Um, Choose freedom over fear. Act on what you already know, and how to get the most of the year of the fire horse. Trust your inner instincts and act on it. Release routine that drains your spirit. Speak your truth even if your voice shakes. Move your body. Motion activates luck this year. So there's a lot of movement this year, right? It's going to be a lot of movement. Um, so yeah, and funny enough, it's my year as well because I'm a horse. I was born in 1990, so yeah, it's my year. So it's going to be interesting. We'll see how this year goes. But the last year, well, yeah, last year 2025 was year of the snake. So recently you might have been feeling a lot of shedding, like letting go, like friendships ending, um, jobs ending, relationships. Yeah, just a lot of shedding. Maybe not knowing who you are, your ego trying to cling to identities that no longer serve you and stuff. So yeah, it's going to be interest in the year of the horse. So a lot of movement, and it's like fire energy is a lot of like action and movement. So yeah, let's see what's popping anyway. So the first card that come out is regret. I know that I cannot. I know I cannot change the past. So try not to be. The ego likes to try to keep you stuck, either thinking in the past and the future, right? And try not to regret your past because that's where you was, right? And it's not where you um, still are, hopefully, right? And everyone makes mistakes. Just because you made a mistake doesn't mean it's a life sentence to beat yourself up. Um, we've all made mistakes, right? But it's like it's a part of learning. It's part of the human journey. So and also try to not live without try to live without regret as well. Like if you've got, like I was listening to something. It was saying a lot of old people when they're near the end, they regret not living or taking not what's the word, not being spontaneous and going for their goals and dreams, right? Um, so try to like live, should we say, like go for it. Don't you want to? My thing is, I don't want to live with regret, right? Hey Stacey, yeah, I don't want to live with regret, right? So I try to, um, yeah, live every day like it's my last. So trying to go for the opportunities, or try to be spontaneous and do stuff. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, trying to not live with regret because you only get one life to live, right? And it's about making the most of it. Yeah. So I don't know, make that phone call, ask that person out. I don't know, go traveling. It's a reading, tarot oracle card reading. So yeah, you want to live without regret, man. So if opportunities come your way, be flexible, and go for them opportunities, man, and step outside of your comfort zone as well. The second card is self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. So try not to let low self-esteem get in the way of you taking action, because it's like the inner self-talk, right? So low self-esteem can stop you from kind of stepping outside of your comfort zone or taking risks, right? And most of the fears we have is in our head, right? So and we're making up stories. Oh, this is going to happen, that's going to happen, when in reality we don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, so take the risk. Some of you may be having low self-esteem, and there's ways to kind of help with that, like meditating and affirmations and talking to yourself. Um, like I don't know, some people may say they don't like their weight, right? But if you keep saying, "Oh, I am fat," you're reinstalling that, yeah, and your body responds. So if you're saying, "I am fat," your body's knowing that you're fat, but not know your body's responding to you saying that you're fat, and it's gonna keep storing the fat, if that makes sense. And also, I don't know, for some reason, if you're putting on weight, yeah, it's like a defense mechanism. The extra weight is your body trying to protect itself from whatever is going on internally, right? And your external world is a reflection of your internal world, right? Just to let you guys know. And you can also use crystals for self-esteem as well, like citrine or carnelian. Any yellow crystals will help with low self-esteem. So some of you may be dealing with solar plexus chakra blockages. Um, the next card is purpose. I know what I'm here to do. So I don't know. This is coming up for me, feeling a bit kind of lost for direction in a way, right? But the main goal of life, yeah, this is what it's like. I don't know. The ego is like, oh yeah, what should we do? What should we do? Quite scrambled. But my soul knows I'm just here to experience, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, my soul knows I'm here to experience, right? So whether it's a good experience or bad experience, it's our judgment that is making the experience good or bad, because in reality there is no good or bad, right? It's just an experience. So your main goal is just to live and be, right? And experience, where the whole human experience is to experience what it's like being human. So experiencing the emotions, the challenges, the ups and the downs. It's all here for our soul's growth, right? So whatever you're currently going through, it's a part of your evolution. And I come across something as well, and it was saying to stop saying, "Oh, I am healing," right? Because it's like, oh, if you're healing, it's an ongoing thing, right? But to say I'm evolving, right? Because we are, well, most of us are evolving, right? We're on the ascension journey and we're raising our vibration and working through our experiences, right? So it's like, yeah, I am evolving. I'm no longer the person I was like 5 years ago. I've changed and evolved, right? Instead of saying, oh, I'm healing, right? So your life purpose, your purpose is to just experience, right? And you want to, like I was saying, it's like living with regret and low self esteem. They may be keeping you in your comfort zone. That's what the ego likes to do. So the ego is going to keep you in your comfort zone instead of you step. The ego likes to keep you in what's familiar, right? And it's going to keep you in the same routines and same patterns and stop you from growing and experiencing, when the whole human experience is to go and experience, right? So it's about stepping outside of your comfort zone and taking risks and stuff like that. All right. The next card is love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. So that's basically saying you want to try work, stop, not even try work. You want to be just coming from a loving place always. Try to like to deal with the heart chakra, to dealing with the heart chakra, right? You want to see every experience with like an open heart, because every experience has something to teach you, right? And there's always good and bad in, it's yin and yang. There's always good and bad in situations, but it's our judgment that is making it good or bad. Oh, this experience is bad or this is good, right? When they in reality there's no good or bad. It's just an experience. But the more that you come from a loving place, you basically experience like when you're coming from a loving place, you're experiencing life differently. Like you're not judging, you're not making attachments, you're just experiencing and learning from what it's there to teach you, if that makes sense, which I've been trying to do. It's difficult, but it's very interesting when you're coming from that place. um, like, okay, what's this current lesson teaching me, or what can I learn from this? And the opposite of love is fear, right? So if you're coming from more of a fearful place, I don't know, like say for instance in like relationships and attachments, some people get into relationships because they don't like being alone, right? And some people think being like controlling is loving the other person when they're just scared to be alone or scared to lose something, right? So the opposite of love is fear. So it depends where you're coming from. But yeah, you want to try to see everything through loving eyes, man, and a loving place, and just be open hearted, right? The heart chakras to do with acceptance, acceptance, forgiveness, unconditional love. Because most people in this day and age, their love is conditional. Like they're going out with people to see what they can get or what they can gain and stuff like that. Like so, it's really tricky in this day and age with like love and relationships and stuff. Um, yeah, so yeah, just be mindful of that. You want to just try to come from a loving place, um, and speak your truth. Yeah, and speaking your truth, as long as you're coming from a loving place, um, like speaking your truth, setting boundaries and stuff like that. It's just like it. I'm still working on this stuff myself, right? But I'm just saying what's coming up in the reading. As long as you're coming from a loving place, like it's not, nothing is bad, if that makes sense. There's no, as long as when you're coming from a loving place, there's no like hidden motives or hidden agendas. You're just being genuine and authentic, if that makes sense. But don't let people take kindness for weakness, because when you come from a loving place, or if you're sensitive and stuff like that, people can home in on that and take advantage. The next card is denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with insight of awareness. So some of you may be in denial about a certain situation, or just in deny it. Some I don't know, just getting denial of self, like not putting yourself first, or trying to do things that don't really resonate with your soul, like yeah, just not being genuine to yourself, man. So look to see where you're in denial about. Like, is this, like sometimes we can talk ourselves into situations and stuff like, oh yeah, this job is good for me, or this relationship is good for me. When you're really in denial, when you're trying to lie yourself into making it happen, if that makes sense. So yeah, just have a little view about where you're lying to yourself, and just be honest with yourself, man. Um, because yeah, when you're in denial, it's just like, yeah, you're lying to self and you're abandoning yourself, man. So you want to make yourself a priority and put yourself first. And it's okay to be in fear, but when you're coming for like, you want to, if you want to be like coming from like a courageous place, like be like, acknowledge your fear, but then still take action on it, if that makes sense. Some people feel fear and kind of freeze up and don't like let the fear hold them, but you want to feel the fear and kind of do it anyway. Yeah, there's a book called Fear the Fear and Do It Anyway. Check it out. I think, is it Louise? It might be Louise Hay, or no, I swear it's Susan something, but it's a great book, man. Great book. So yeah, just have a little analyze of your life to see where you're in denial, and yeah, what are you lying? Are you lying to yourself? The only person you should really be, um, not you should be, the most important person to be honest and honest with is yourself, right? Make sure that is a priority, being honest with yourself. Because if you're lying to yourself, then lying to others is going to come with ease. Yeah. And then you're not being genuine. If you can't be genuine with yourself, then being genuine with other people is going to be really hard, if that makes sense. The next card is envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. So, with the envy card, what comes to mind is it's okay to kind of compare yourself to others if you're using it as like motivation, like what's the word? Using it as like drive. It's like, okay, cool. Like, say for instance, me in the gym. It's like I'll be looking at someone doing a lot of weights, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool, man. I like they're pushing weights. They've been training for a while, and I use it as motivation for me, if that makes sense. I'm not comparing myself, but I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool. Like, but I know my limits, right? Um, so yeah, it's not comparing myself. It's like using it as drive, not envy, if that makes sense. Um, where was I going with that? Because yeah, you don't want to be comparing yourself with others. If you're comparing yourself with others, it's like, oh, I've got to have what they have, or I've got to do this, I've got to do that. If you're doing it coming from a place where you want to use it as motivation to better yourself, right, in a good way, then that's fine. But you don't want to be envious of someone, because then that's going to make you unhappy. It's like, oh yeah, because you don't know their struggles or what they've been through to get that, if that makes sense. Um, and like it was saying, everyone's got different challenges, and everyone's journey is different, right? Like, say for instance, I don't know, money might come easy to someone, and money might come hard for you, but everyone's journey is totally different. So being envious, um, yeah, it's taking you away from, it's turning your power externally instead of internally, right? Like comparing yourself with others and stuff. When everyone's journey is different, but the way the system is set up, it's like everyone's competing with each other when everyone's journey is totally different, you know. And it's like, if you're meant to have something, it will come to you with ease, yeah. Like the people say, oh yeah, you got to work hard for what you want, but if you're meant, like, you can achieve great stuff by working hard, but then is that what you're actually meant to be doing? You may be going against the grain. Like, your soul may be wanting you to do something completely different. So if you're striving to do something, you can achieve it, but it might not be actually be what your soul needs for like this lifetime, or the lessons that you need to learn in this lifetime, or your soul's growth, right? And yeah, you don't need to envy anyone, because you're unique. Yeah, there's only one you. Yeah, so it's like, why are you turning your power externally, being envious of someone else, when you're unique and powerful yourself? You just need to own your power, if that makes sense. But if you are envious, like accept that. Say, yeah, I'm envious. Oh, I want that relationship, or I want that car, or I want that. Don't be lying to yourself. But you don't need to be mean about it. Like some people get envious. Oh, why are they have they got that car, or why have they got that relationship? Being mean. Why? Like why? Like some people like, and a lot of people, a lot, not a lot of people, a lot of things are just for show as well. You know, some people may be envious of people being in a relationship, but are they actually happy in that relationship? Or some people may be envious that this person's got this high paying job. Is that person happy in that job? You don't know what they got to do. They got to put in extra hours for that job. They got to be working 6 7 days a week. You know, you don't know people's things, so try not to be envious, man. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah. Anyway, moving on. The next card is failure. I understand that a mistake is an opportunity to learn, right? So the only way you learn is by trying things, yeah? Trying different things, experiencing different things. Like I was saying in the beginning of the reading, if you're staying in your comfort zone, you're not going to be experiencing. Yeah, it's keeping you stuck in like this box, and we're here to experience this. The whole human journey and the soul's journey is to experience, right? And if you're not trying new things, then it's not that you're a failure, but you're not growing in a way, if that makes sense, because you're just staying in the same routine. Even being in that same routine will have lessons for you, right? But you're not experiencing, if that makes sense. Yeah, experiencing is like the theme at the moment. That might be in the collective as well, um, or what's currently in the collective. But yeah, failure. Don't be beating your. The only way you can try something and get good at something is by trying, right? No one, like even athletes and stuff, they gotta try, and when they fail, they keep trying. You gotta get up, dust yourself off, and try again. Is it Aaliyah? Dust yourself off. Dust yourself off and try again. Try again. First you don't. Is it first you don't succeed? First you don't succeed. Oh yeah, I can't remember. If someone knows that song, hit the comments and let me know. I swear it's Aaliyah. I swear it's Aaliyah. Dust yourself off and try again. Try again. Anyway, yeah, failure is not the end, man. And yeah, it's about trying things, you know. And it's okay to fail. Just because you failed doesn't mean it's the end of the world. Yeah. And it's an opportunity to learn. You know, like I don't know. Don't let fear stop you from trying and failing. Yeah, because if you fail, it's the opportunity to learn. Oh, I'm going to try this better. I'm going to try that. I'm going to do this differently. You know, if you don't do it, then you don't know, and you learn a lot more from trial and error than just reading. Like a lot of you get a lot more wisdom from an experience than reading about an experience, if that makes sense. The next card is health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. So right now is a good time to start taking better care of the human vessel, right? The human vessel is your it's like, what's the word? Your human body is um all right, what the human body is what we come to experience being a human, right? So the if you're not taking care of the human body, it's not gonna run well if you're not taking care of it. Like it's a great machine. The human body is a great machine and it's so complex, right? But if you're not taking care of it, it's gonna start showing, right? Like people think aging is you age fast. If you're not taking care of yourself, you're going to age faster. Basically, what you're putting in, you're getting out. So pay attention to your physical health. It's good to keep the make sure there's a movement, right? Um, movement, eating good, working out, um, stretching is so important. I've been stretching a lot more. But yeah, just taking care of the physical vessel, man. Maybe some of you need to work on your self care. Um, and making your taking care of yourself like a priority, right? Eating better, working out, make sure you're getting outside, grounding in nature, Breath work is so important. Breath work is so important, gang. I swear, Dan. It helps. Yeah, breath work is one of yeah, breath work is so important. Yeah, I'm not going to start rambling because I'm going to start rambling for time. But yeah, a lot of us are not breathing correctly, and that's not helping the vessel. Um, so yeah, what you're putting in, you get out, man. And it's very important. The older you are, the more important is to start working out. You know, it don't have to be nothing mad like going gym. Like my goal is to try and go to the gym like 3 times a week, more if I can. But 3 times a week is like that's like my goals this year, innit? Like gym's always been a big part of my life, but it's like yeah, I need to be more on point with the gym, because it's like yeah, the you want to be taking good care of the vessel, man. You want to be stretching, you want to be moving, you want to be healthy and strong, right? Like if you're not taking care of your body, it's gonna listen. You don't appreciate the human body until you get sick. Yeah, is what I noticed. It's that, oh yeah, every time I get sick, it's like, oh, like, as soon as I get sick, yeah, little cough and cold, like I was ill like a week or two ago, yeah. It's like, man, as soon as I get sick, yeah, it's like, boom, I am taking care of this vessel. Man was in the kitchen cooking up honey, lemon, ginger, garlic, turmeric. This man had some madness going on the pot, right? Then I went sauna steam, and then it's like, dude, like I need to start taking care of the vessel more. Like the older you get, the more important it is to start taking care of the vessel more, right? But you don't appreciate it until you get sick or you get an illness or something, and it's like raw. Like you start taking things for granted and that, like, do you know what I mean? Like the and everyone's got different challenges with their body. Like I don't know, everyone's got different challenges and stuff, and that's just a part of your soul's journey. Like you would, I don't know, for neurodivergent people, that's a challenge in itself, right? You don't, as the normies, like we just see the world and function different, you know, like intense emotions. We think our thoughts are just bam, 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 bam. Yeah, it's just mad complex, right? But yeah, you want to start taking better care of the physical vessel, gang. Yeah, it ain't got to be nothing mad. Like, it ain't got to be nothing mad. And even like my eating, yeah, I've been on point with that, man. Been watching what I'm putting in. Because what you put in, you get out. Like, if you're feeding your body crap, like that's when you're gonna start functioning crap. You're gonna start putting on mad weight. Skin's gonna be mad and all that. So the better, the more mindful you are of what you're putting in the body, the more better the vessel's gonna run. If that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, just throwing that out there, gang. And the next card is surrender. Yeah. I can release my need to control. So that's been my lesson. Not a, yeah, it's been a lesson actually. The last 2 weeks, it's been a lesson. Letting go. There's a serenity prayer as well. God give, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Yeah, listen, some things are out of our control. Yeah, we cannot control everything. What will be, will be. Yeah, and if things are leaving your life, right, try not to hold on to, don't hold on to them, because when one thing leaves, something else will enter, right? Um, and yeah, when you, what I've been doing is kind of learning to let go and go with the flow. So surrendering things that are some things I can't control, man. I'm only human, yeah. But yeah, some things are literally out of our control, yeah. And what you're gonna do? You're gonna you can't control everything, yeah. The only person you can control is yourself. You can't control someone else's thoughts and actions or whatever. And when you surrender and let go, you welcome more, it's like more freedom in a way. It's like you're allowing the universe to shift and move things in your direction or remove things in your direction. And it's us clinging to them or holding on to them things, people, places, and things that make it more harder, if that makes sense. Um, so yeah, learn to surrender and let go, man. And what I've been practicing as well, like trying to surrender, is breathing, letting go. I need to blow this candle out. I swear down. Yeah, because that candle is just, I don't know, them scented candles, whatever they're putting in them is messing me up. Because when the candle went on, my throat and all that was fine, but then I lit the candle and then my throat's all going a bit mad. But Yeah, learn to surrender, man. Some things are out of our control and we cannot control everything, right? We like to think we can control everything, but literally everything is out of our control. And we're here to experience what will be will be. Like the lessons, people, places, and things God puts in our in our life for us to experience. But yeah, we just need to let go and surrender, man. It's not easy though. It's not easy. Don't get me wrong. It's not easy. But once you start learning to surrender and letting go, it's kind of like a weight lifted. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna go with the flow. What will be will be. Yeah, man. But it's the ego. The ego likes to, oh yeah, I can control. I'm gonna hold on to this and da 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 da. Just all madness. All right, cool. So that's some current lessons that your soul may be going through right now. I'm gonna hit up with Archangel Raphael because some guidance on taking care of yourself during this time will be beneficial, man. Because yeah, self care is very important, man. And it's like, no, the older you get, the more important self care is. You know, it's like, yeah, my teens and 20s, it's like, yeah, just abuse the physical body, just go on a mad one, yeah, drinking, smoking, and just going wild and that. And it's like, dude, like, raw, like, you put the body through a lot, yeah? And it's like, raw, some people are still doing that, which is cool, that's their journey. It's like, yeah, man, certain things, it's like, yeah, you need to eliminate or minimize, man, because it starts taking a toll. Even being around negative people starts to take a toll. Starts taking a toll, man. Starts bringing your energy down. Like you could be in a good mood and you're around someone who's speaking negative, and it's like, right, your whole energy just changes in that, man. It's wild. But yeah, let's see what's popping anyway. So, what guidance can be given? What guidance can be given? What guidance can be given? All right. The first card is easy does it. So you want to be taking it real easy, right? Don't try to force things and be hard on yourself. Like we've never done this before. Yeah, we're being a human again. Yeah, we're experiencing again, but this is our first time in this body, should we say? Um, and it's like, yeah, don't be hard on yourself. Like wherever you're at in your journey, whatever you're currently experiencing, do not be hard on yourself. Be compassionate, loving, and kind to yourself. Yeah, talk to yourself the way you would talk to a friend or a child. Yeah, you don't need to be talking all wicked and mean and hard to yourself because it doesn't do yourself no good. Yeah, I'm talking from experience because man used to. Yeah, no, man. Yeah, the way I used to talk to myself was mad, and it's like, dude, like, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know that inner self talk and inner critic sometimes can be wicked and bad. But yeah, man, you want to talk kindly and compassionate to yourself, man, because we got to live in here, right? And in here. So if you want in here and in here to be as peaceful as possible, because you got to be walking around with that on a daily basis. So if you've got all wicked and bad in here, it's just going to be projected into into the world, and you're going to get that experience back to you. Yeah, just to let you guys know. So yeah, take it easy, man. Like, don't you don't need to keep going 33 on the clock. You don't need to keep going. If you need rest, listen to your body. You don't need to be in the gym busting out mad weight or whatever. You can go and have a little workout. Yeah, just because you didn't work out at your best, you still worked out. It's better than not working out. Yeah, or if you can't do that, go for a walk. You know, there's little ways to do things. Like if you don't want to do a whole yoga session, try just do a little stretch out your arms, legs, hips, and stuff. Good to go. You know, and it's about yeah your energy levels. Because if you ain't got much energy, well, like you can't keep going, you know. And it's about tuning into the vessel, like knowing where you're at and what you can and can't do. So yeah, take it easy. Yeah. The next card is leave a stressful situation behind. So if a situation is causing you stress, you need to leave it behind. Um, Relationships, jobs, friendships, even family. Sometimes we can't cut off family members, right? But we can distance ourselves from them, yeah, or spend less time in certain situations, right? Um, you can love people and care for them, but sometimes you gotta just love them at a distance and that, right? if it's bringing you stress and harm and just, yeah, bringing your energy down, you need to make yourself a priority. Um, yeah, if a situation is just causing you stress and all that, yeah, it's not needed, man. And it's about communication as well. So try to communicate. Some relationships can be saved with communication. Some relationships are not needed where you're going. You know, not everyone is going to where you're going, and your journey is different to other people's. You know, and not everyone's going. Yeah, not everyone's going to where you're going. Everyone's path is different and unique to their soul's journey. Some people in our life for us, was it a season, a lifetime, a season? Yeah, I don't know. Some people in our life for a season, some for a lifetime. You know, not everyone is meant to be where we're going. You know, and it's us, our ego, that holds on to things that makes things even more harder. Yeah. Right, let's see what else is popping. The next card is organic food. So yeah, try to eat as best as you can. What you're putting in the vessel will come out, right? So if you're putting just garbage and junk food into the vessel's not going to run um, pretty good, right? So yeah, you want to be mindful of what you're putting in the body and to eat organic, man. But like, obviously, it's not. No one's a. I'm not a saint, right? But I try to be mindful of what I'm eating and where I'm getting my food from. Um, I ain't perfect, and yeah, I try to eat. Yeah, as best when I can. Yeah, as best when I can, man. So yeah, no one's a saint. We're living in cities as well, so it's a bit harder to eat organic, right? And the price of everything right now is just mad. So yeah, man, it's just like a little insight to eat better. Just be more mindful of what you're putting in your body and to make healthy changes, man. You know, like instead of me buying chocolate, like milk chocolate, I buy dark chocolate, so I need less of it, if that makes sense. But nothing happens overnight. I've been doing it gradually, right? Yeah. The next card is ask your body for a message. So your body is always trying to send you signs. It's about tuning into the body, you know, like if you're feeling anxious, the anxiety is trying to tell you something. You may need to pay attention to something. It may be trying to warn you about something, right? It's about tuning in. Um, and your body's always trying to give you signs and situations. You ever had that your body tell you a sign, oh yeah, but you didn't listen to it. Oh, you shouldn't do that, or you shouldn't go there. And you thought, oh yeah, I'm gonna go and do it anyway, or whatever. And then it turned out just as you thought it would. It weren't gonna go well. It's because you didn't listen and didn't tune in, right? So tune in and ask your body for a message, and your body will give you signs, man. And your body will tell you. The body is more sensitive than the mind is. So you may be around somebody and feel anxious and tight. It's because, and you don't know why, and it's because your body's rejecting them without you even knowing it. So be mindful of that. The next card is laughter is the best medicine. So try not to take life too seriously, man. Even though we have ups and downs, right? And we can focus more on the downs than the ups. But try not to take life so seriously. Laugh when you can. Um, yeah, you got. Sometimes you just got to laugh, or you just end up crying, man. But yeah, you got to just not take life so seriously, man. Um, yeah, try not to take life so seriously, and don't take yourself so seriously as well. Like there's a lot of adults. I don't, yeah, I'm grown, but I'm not an adult. But it's like there's a lot of adults walking around that are just miserable, man, and it's because they don't know how to let their inner child out to have fun, you know, to experience, to laugh, to be a child. What do you used to like doing as a child? Do more of that, man. That's how you stay young, you know. That's how you stay young. Letting the inner child out and living. You know, it's not all about adult in all the time, man. The next card is caffeine free. So you may want to just watch how much caffeine you're taking in. If you're tired, rest. Caffeine only gives you a full sense of energy, right? So yeah, be mindful of that. 'Cause, oh yeah, I'm gonna have caffeine and them energy drinks and that. I don't know. So yeah. I'm not an energy. I have coffee, maybe coffee, coffee in the morning, maybe with breakfast. But yeah, them energy drinks are mad. Like the amount of sugar that's in them energy drinks is wild. And it's only later on in life when you start noticing in it. So yeah, try to be mindful of how much caffeine you're taking in, man. because it's just giving you a false sense of energy. The next card is sobriety. Um, yeah, we've been. I'll talk from experience. Being sober, it's very hard. It's very hard, but it makes the journey more interesting, yeah? Because when you're sober, experiencing life, you're experiencing it to the fullest, yeah? You're experiencing the emotions, the thoughts, the all of it sober, right? When you're intoxicated, whether it's weed, um, alcohol, right? That or no, I wouldn't say cigarettes. Yeah, in a way, cigarettes as well. Yeah, kind of yeah, cigarettes as well. But when it's more mind altering, right? That's when it becomes a problem because you're numbing out. You're physically there, but you're not really there mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Alcohol is the probably the worst out of all of them because it literally yeah, alcohol is the worst out of all of them. So right now it's probably is a time to be mindful of what you're taking in. No one's perfect, man. If you have a little slip up, it's fine. It's okay. Don't be hard on yourself. And sometimes it's just where you're meant to be. You're meant to be experiencing that situation, whether it's smoking or drinking, and it will come to a point where you'll be like, it's got a part to play, if that makes sense. So if you're using it as a crutch to help you get by, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But there should come to a point where it's like, yeah, I don't need this anymore, if that makes sense. Or like if you're doing things socially, which is cool, but if you're using it as a crutch or you're like needing it, then it becomes a problem, if that makes sense. So yeah, just be mindful of it. There's nothing wrong with having an addiction, but when you become aware of it, that's when you can start acting towards it. Like, no, yeah, I'm drinking a bit too much, or I'm smoking a bit too much, and then you can start taking actions to stop the addiction. You know, like going to AA groups or going to NA or I don't know, whatever helps you, man. Um, the next card is children. So some of you may be having children, some of you may be parents already, but yeah, see, like kids may be drawn to you as well. Uh, and remember, your children have their own journey, right? Like we want to be parents, we want to guide and protect our children, but they're also on their own journey, right? They're also here to experience, right? So try not to be, and from my experience, I try not to, what's the word? I give my kids advice and guide them, but I try not to let my experience get in too much. I try not to let my experience not get too much involved in their experience, if that makes sense. Or whatever I'm going through. Like, yeah, it's like if I'm open as well. If I'm going through stuff, I'll tell them bits and pieces and stuff, but you ain't got to tell them everything. And you got to protect your kids from certain things as well. Like kids shouldn't hear certain things or see certain things, but um, each to their own. Each to their own. Being a parent doesn't come with a manual, man, and you just learn things on the way, man. So yeah, kids may be drawn to you, or you may be having children, and you got a loving relationship with your kids as well. It's, yeah, and the last card is recovery. So whatever you're going through, you're going to recover. Yeah, whether what it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter what it is. Whether it's a breakup, rejection, addiction, or whatever, you will recover, but you just need to give yourself time, right? Like if you're going through a breakup, you're not going to be healed instantly. You know, you got to allow yourself. You got to give yourself time to grieve. You got to give yourself time to heal. You got to give yourself be patient with yourself, man. Some people jump from relationship to relationship and wonder why they keep attracting the same person. It's because you're not learning the lesson. You got to give. Yeah, each to their own, man. That's not my thing, innit? I don't jump to relationship to relationship. If something ends, I've got to give myself time to process it, right? but society is like, oh yeah. I heard, I heard someone say, when was it? Years ago. It's like, yeah, you gotta get get on. What's it? To get over someone, you got to get under someone or something like that. And I was like, that's a bit mad, fam. Like, you ain't processed nothing that, yeah, yeah, I don't know. That's just, I was just like, what? You got to get under someone to get over someone. What? You're not going to be processing what you just went through and that, yeah? All right. Yeah, each to their own and that. That's not me, innit? Like, that's, yeah. I got to kind of sit and analyze and be with myself and process things, innit? That's not me. But yeah, give yourself time. Be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Whatever you're recovering from, it can be an injury, it could be a breakup, mental, mental, mental issues, having a breakdown or whatever. Um, Psychosis come to mind. I don't know why. But yeah, give yourself time. Give yourself time, and do not do research. Yeah. Oh, how long does it take to recover from a relationship? How long does it take to listen? Everybody is different. Everybody's body is going to be processing stuff differently, right? Just because one thing worked for one brother doesn't mean it's going to work for you. So just be patient and kind to yourself, yeah. But you will recover. Just be kind and compassionate and gentle with yourself, man, and give your space time to grieve. You know, whether it's a relationship, even like um, grieving like alcohol is okay, or like drugs. Like, okay, yeah, this ain't good for me. Like, this relationship with this substance isn't good for me. It's okay to grieve that substance, man. Like, it can be that. I used to love alcohol because used to make me not feel anything. You know, like if I wanted to suppress emotions, I could get wasted and not feel anything. But then when you wake up, the problem is still there. You know, so you're just prolonging it, you know, and that's okay. But that's just where you're at on the journey, and you just gotta just kind of ride it out, man. But it's okay. But you will recover whatever you're going through, man. Um, all right, moving on. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna start wrapping this up. Got 10 minutes left. So yeah, I'll pull out how many cards, whatever. Um, and this is just where this is the psychic tarot. So we'll see what's popping and what guidance pops out, or we'll just see what's going on. You know, you see how it's going on. But yeah, the journey is just interesting, man. Yeah, it's interesting. All right, the first card that come out is balance. Yeah. So you want to be balancing your internal world, your external world. You may be coming into balance more. Some of you may be Libras as well. Balance, judgment, right? Um, like, yeah, if you've been working out, you may be taking time to rest as well, finding the balance with that. If you've been eating crap, you may be starting to eat good, like finding balance as within, so without. Um, I'm getting more balance with, like, you're becoming more in balance with self, you know, becoming more grounded. Maybe if you used to be like more extroverted, you're learning to be more, not introverted, but more becoming more balanced, if that makes sense. Yeah, just balance. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe some of you are grounded more. Yeah, some of you are grounded more. Uh, some of you are really protected though. Yeah, some of you are really protected. There's like a protective bubble around you. So you can maybe, I don't know, you may be in mad situations but still come out okay, if that makes sense. Because I know that's definitely, listen, I've been in some mad situations and everything, like, I'm just divinely protected in it. My ancestors don't ramp in it. But it's like, yeah, I've been in situations and it's like, raw, like, I come out of some, yeah, I've been in situations, it's like, yeah, very questionable, but it's like, yeah, just still come out unscathed and that in it. So it's like, yeah, the protection's there and I'm grateful. I see you lot. The next card is choose wisely, right? So there's decisions that need to be made, or you have opportunities around you. Be mindful of what you choose, right? Because sometimes you may choose something and then you're kind of stuck with that choice, right? So be mindful, like, oh yeah, should I take that move, or should I get into this relationship, or whatever? Choose wisely, because once you make that decision, you may have to ride that out, if that makes sense. So be mindful of that. Um, some of it may be to go or stay in a situation. Um, yeah, you just got to think what's going to be beneficial for you, what's going to bring you closer to where you need to be. Yeah. Um, but there's choices. There's choices. You have choices. Go to the. There's no right or wrong, but just choose whatever feels best for you, right? And what's best for your soul's growth, because yeah, it's just an experience at the end of the day. But yeah, just be mindful of your choices, man. Like, is it going to take you more closer to your goals or take you more further from them, right? The next card is authority. I think that's just basically about standing in your power, man, setting boundaries. Um, you know, boundaries are really important because it separates you from 50-50 on the clock, balance half and half, once again. Um, yeah, boundaries separates you from others, if that makes sense, and they're very important. And like for me, I'm learning boundaries as an adult, which is just long. Like learning boundaries and learning how to self-regulate and stuff as an adult is long. Like we should be taught this in primary school, how to self-regulate and stuff. But yeah, so yeah, some of you may not like authority figures, um, which is fine, but just be mindful. Be mindful that some people like may be giving you advice, and it doesn't mean to take it personal. Like some people are there trying to give you advice, and some people may be you be taking it as like criticism when it's like, dude, like if you do it like this, it's gonna help you like this, but then you might not be trying to hear that if that makes sense. But yeah, and some of you are very stubborn, man. Try not to be stubborn. Be open. I don't know. Yeah, some of you may be a bit prideful as well. So some of you are stubborn as hell, man, and don't want to shift in a situation. There's a situation that you don't want to shift from, or you're not open to shifting. Why? Interesting. The next card, the next card is temptation, right? So some of you may be tempted by something right now, um, and it's like you're getting you get, you're getting tempted by something, but it's going to be a repeat if that makes sense. So if you're going backwards, like I don't know, if you're going back into certain situations, is it going to be beneficial for you or is it going to be the same? Like if you're going back to like past relationships and stuff, right? There's nothing wrong with that. There still may be lessons to learn or karma to play out, but what are you getting tempted by? You know, um, is it going to set you back? Is what you want to be questioning. Um, and you want to see if thing like if the temptation is beneficial for you. Sometimes karma needs to play out, and that's what you come in. It's a whole human experience. You come to experience, right? So you may be getting tempted by something, right? And that's okay. Like me, I've been smoking cigarettes this week, and it's like yeah, bit getting triggered, and it's like yeah, all right, cool. Like yeah, temptation has been popping up for me, and it's like all right, I'm not gonna beat myself up about it. Like I don't know, for people that watch corn or whatever, like don't beat yourself up about it. Um, like if that's what if you're feeling tempted, question like why are you feeling tempted? You know, like ask yourself questions. Like don't beat yourself up about it because I was gonna beat myself up. Oh yeah, I smoked a cigarette, and it's like, dude, if you're beating yourself up about it, it's gonna make things harder. So it's like, all right, cool, yeah, I had a cigarette, that's cool. Like it's not gonna be a permanent thing because I stopped smoking in November, and then I bought a pack on my birthday because I wanted to celebrate. And it's like, oh yeah, it kind of sent me back, and then I got triggered again, and it's like, okay, that's cool. Like we're getting there, less and less, but it's like, all right. So yeah, just be mindful of the triggers, man. Um, the temptation, and it's okay to get tempted, but you don't want things to set you back too much, if that makes sense. But sometimes things just have to play out, like karma has to play out, and your life experience might have to play out with certain situation. Like keep going back to an ex, or keep going back to I don't know someone who mistreats you like a family member. Like it's fine, like it's lessons to learn, but there will come a point where it's like, no, I don't feel to do that no more, or I don't care to do that no more. Like things will play out. The next card is financial and material changes. So things that are going to be changing on a financial level. Uh, some of you's got your hand in different pies, which is cool. Some of you's are trying to make choices. There's choices coming up again, man. Um, remember to be giving and receiving. Yeah, giving is receiving. Giving and receiving. Don't be just taking, or don't be giving too much. Um, but yeah, what with like with the financial changes, like money come. That's why they call it currency, because money comes in waves. There's times where money comes, you're getting a lot of it, and there's less outgoings, and then sometimes you're getting more of it and more outgoings, like that. Like sometimes you got more, and then you got more going out. Sometimes you got more coming in and less going out. It'd be like that, yeah. So yeah, just be mindful. Just know where you're at on the wave, like you know. And with the way the system is set up right now, it's just a bit mad because it's just sucking everyone dry. So yeah, just yeah, learn to cut back on certain things. I'll give you some advice. Yeah, if you're not, be mindful of them subscriptions, because if you're not going to be using them subscriptions, yeah, cancel them, because they're just taking money out your bank and you're wondering why you got a lot to pay out if you're not using them. Like me, I weren't watching Disney Plus, so it's like, dude, I'm gonna cut Disney Plus off because it's taking money out of my account every month and I'm not even using it. Yeah, and just cutting off certain things that I'm not using, and it's like, okay, cool, you're saving money here, there, and there, and it's like, okay, cool, I've got a bit more money to spend here, here, and here. Yeah, if that makes sense. So yeah, just be mindful, like of what your outgoings are, and don't live beyond your means, man. This system will have you trying to keep up with the Kardashians and that, when you've got like, you're not even in that league. You know, like, yeah, I've got to have the car, got to have the house and that, and people burn themselves out trying to get it, and it's like, are you even enjoying that though? I don't know, man. The next card is heart chakra. So yeah, work on the heart chakra: forgiveness, acceptance, unconditional love, and learning to accept yourself and others as they are without trying to put expectations on them and stuff like that, man. Um, yeah, you can wear pink or green crystals, will help with that. You can listen to affirmations. You can listen. Some of these may be going through, like, I don't know, some issues to do with a breakup or rejection or not being able to forgive. Um, But yeah, it's just lessons where you're at, man. So it's like, all right, cool. If you're going through a breakup, that's fine. Just be kind to yourself, but be open-hearted. Just because you break up with someone doesn't mean that's the end. Oh, I'm never gonna get into a relationship again. It's like, dude, it happens. Yeah, it happens. If you're going through your first heartbreak, it sucks, man. It sucks, but it gets easier, man. It gets easier. Um, yeah. So yeah, working on the heart. 4-4 has come up as well. The next card is New Beginnings. So yeah, we're going for new beginnings. It's the new year, is for the Chinese New Year is officially started. So yeah, new beginnings, and it's also the year of the fire horse. So a lot of movement. Some of you may be having new opportunities coming in. Some of you may be doing a lot of traveling, stepping outside your comfort zone, um, starting a new job, starting a new course, getting into a new relationship, just a lot of new, or just maybe even building a new relationship with yourself. The next card is recognition and reward. So a lot of things may be coming into light. You may be recognizing some of your patterns, you may be recognizing someone else's patterns, but things are coming into light. Um, the kind of light is shining on you, or shining on what's the patterns and things that are going on right now, which is cool. Reward. Um, Remember to reward yourself from how far you've come on the journey as well. Yeah. Sometimes, for me personally, I don't recognize my accomplishments. It's like, yeah, jump from task to task, and it's like, dude, like, do you know what you've done? Like, you know, like, appreciate that. Like, reward yourself for that, man. So remember to reward yourself wherever you're at on the journey, man. And you're entitled to reward yourself. Go get that massage. Go on holiday. Um, I don't know, man. Yeah, reward yourself, treat yourself, man. You are worthy and you are enough, you know. And then the last card is solitude. So right now is a time to just go inward and just to just to question things, man. To plan. Um, yeah, just to plan, question yourself, um, and to go inward, not external. Everything that you need is within, not without. So all the answers you need is within, um, and all your happiness and everything's going to be within, not without, man. Um, Sometimes it can be a bit hard. There's a difference between solitude and loneliness, right? There's a big difference, and it's about trying to find that, and try not to isolate. It can be a time of people like um, isolating. So try not to isolate and put yourself out there, man. All right, gang. That's all the guidance I've got for today. If you resonated with the reading, you guys know what to do. And yeah, man, I'm gonna hit you guys up real soon. Yeah, hope you guys are taking good care of yourselves. Make sure you're being kind, compassionate, and loving to yourself. And yeah, stay tuned, and I'm gonna hit you guys up real soon, man. Peace, love, and light, tribe.